Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. What's up? How you doing? Welcome back to Get Over the Hump. And as you see, we are on location, people. We are on location. What's up? Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Get Over the Hump is the place where we are here every Wednesday and Friday mornings at 7 a.m. Eastern. If I can help it, I'm going to be with the people. I'm going to be with the people. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Listen, first three questions. It doesn't change whether we're on location or whether I'm in my office. Did you bring somebody with you? Did you get us to three people? And where we tapping in from? Because remember, Get Over the Hump is a place where we bring leaders, entrepreneurs, influencers, professionals together to create the fresh perspective needed to give us the oomph to get to the other side. So let me say to you again, good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah. We here. Yep. Come on. As we trickle on in here this morning. Yeah, I know when I'm on location, I ain't here long. I'm not here long. But listen, good people, I am happy to be with you all this morning. I am happy to be with you all this morning. And we're gonna have a good time. All right, next three questions. We asked the first ones. Did you bring somebody with you? Did you get us to three people? Where are you tapping in from? Now we got to go to the next three questions. Next three questions is, what kind of week are you having? Are you having the I'm a classic kind of week? Which says, listen, I'm no longer explaining myself to people who insist on seeing me through their own lens. That's I'm a classic. Second type of week are you having? Was it the my dopeness doesn't expire kind of week, which is I'm in time, set to arrive on time to impact the people I'm supposed to at the right time. My dopeness doesn't expire. But last, and definitely not least, it's the I'm built for this kind of week, which what's in front of me doesn't stand a chance because what was meant to kill me, develop me. What was meant to, gave me life, and what was meant to destroy me, develop me. I'm built for this. So let's talk about it, people. Let's talk about it. Yeah. Yeah, Shakar, I don't know that it's vacation, but it's nice to work this way. Let me say that. It's nice to work this way. Yep, I see you, mama. I'm built for this. Yep, Shakara, I see you. My dopeness doesn't expire. I see you. I see you. Yeah, because we talk about this every Wednesday and Friday morning because I know y'all all in my business, and it's okay. Um, the one thing that we talk about is being able to maintain this mindset. And when we can maintain, the mindset is that we put ourselves in a position to understand this. Our perspective is the only thing that we can control. And when we can control our mindset, then we can begin to be able to see possibilities instead of problems. We can see opportunities instead of obstacles. And then that clears the way mentally for us to be able to see a path forward where we can take the visions of our minds and ultimately have them become the reality of our lives. So here we go. My dopeness doesn't expire. I see you. Yep, I'm a classic. I get you, Sam. RDU is in the building. Gina, I'm a classic. I see you. Yep, I see it. Yep, I see you, Aaron, the artist. I know you up early, baby, for the West Coast. Yep, your dopeness doesn't expire. No, sir, it does not. Yep, I see what you're doing. I see what you're doing there, Taki. My dopeness don't expire. I'm amazing. You better talk to me nice. What up, Jasmine? My dopeness is classically built. Come on, give me, listen, put them all together. Yep. Yep, we own this. Because when we walk into spaces, when we start to get ourselves into a level of belief where we believe and know that we belong in the more than, we belong into the plus some, and we get ourselves in there, as we've been talking about, now we walk in with a level of boldness because we understand who we are, not arrogance. Because, see, just because I'm aware doesn't make me arrogant. Come on, Bianca. Yes, ma'am, you are built for this. Yep, Lisa, I see you. You are built for this. Yeah, awareness doesn't make you arrogant. That's all I'm saying. I'm not arrogant because I got a vocabulary. I'm just aware that there's other words to use to express myself. That's where we move into. We going life does what life does. And we all got to process through traumas, disappointments, hurts, even the good stuff. We got to process through all that stuff. But I can tell you this. I can tell you this. When we begin to be clear and understand who it is that we are, then we not worried about these folks. We're not worried about these folks at all because what they think about us ain't our business. All right, I'm sorry. That wasn't even on the notes this morning. But, let's get to it. All right. So we have been talking about this idea and this concept of plus sum. When we look at the scriptures in Ephesians where he says he can do exceedingly abundantly above all that we can ask, think, or imagine, that if it enters into our mind, that vision, that imagination that we have, he can do plus sum. He can do more than that. And we know that the plus sum is the space where you funny, Janita, you funny, where we can find our transformation, where we find our wholeness, our purpose, our healing. The miracles happen in the plus sum. But sometimes we talked about it the other day, and that sometimes in that plus sum moment, we're going into a space that's crowded. And just because it's crowded don't mean it ain't yours. Because we understand that there's some people that are occupying something they don't own. And just because they're there don't mean they own it. And instead of seeing these people as a nuisance, see them as someone who's kept everything going for you that you've needed until you showed up. They've been doing the work for you. And the last thing is we talked about is you got access. At the end of the day, you got access. All right, so people, let's talk this through. Let's walk this through. Let's talk this through. So another angle or aspect of this I want to talk about today is this idea that everything has to be difficult. Man, if I find my purpose, it has to be some voice from God on high and some earthquake moment that it has to be super deep. No, it don't. No, it don't. Good morning. No, it does not have to be that deep. It does not have to be that difficult. And because we're looking for the difficult, because we're looking for the deep, we miss the easy. Let me say that again. Because we're looking for the difficult and because we're looking for the deep, we miss the easy. And we miss the easy because we're looking for the difficult and we're looking for the deep. Now, what is that? What do I want us to get to? Is that if we understand that we have already been fearfully and wonderfully made, nobody needs to validate that. God's already done that. If we understand that if he knew us before we were in our mother's womb, before the foundation of this world, that he had already affirmed us for what we're supposed to do before we got here. Okay. So if we take those two foundational principles and put those together and understand is that please understand this. We don't need to find the hard. The hard is not where we get into the plus sum. The deep isn't where we get into the plus sum. The plus sum we get into when we find the easy. So today, I want to talk about three things about the find the easy. Yep. Find the easy. Now, first thing I want to talk about with find the easy is I want you to ask yourself a very honest question. What's easy for you? Yep. What's easy for you? Now I know mentally some of y'all already done blew it off. Some of y'all are like, man, whatever. Ain't nobody think about this easy. Da 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 da. Don't nobody want that. Nope. I need you to stay right where I'm asking you to stay at right now. What's easy for you? Is it cooking? Is it communicating? Is it drawing? Is it talking? Is it listening? Is it strategy? Is it analytics? What's easy for you? Because one of the reasons why I know we miss the easy, I know we're looking for the deep, I know we're looking for the hard, but we miss the easy because it becomes the air that we breathe. It's the depth of the water in which we swim in. It's just a natural part of our lives. And so we're too close to it. And because we are so close to it, we dismiss it. How I know we dismiss it is because we say stuff like, oh man, that's just what I do. Oh man, anybody else would do that. Oh, well, find a way to dismiss what we do that's easy. Yep, I see you, Gina, teaching hair. Yep, I see you, Bianca. I know you and your easy. Yep. And guess what? She says, I'm in my easy because and so grateful. I need us to take a step back and just start analyzing. Where's your easy? What's your easy? Yep, for me, it's always been communicating. Now, I hated it as a kid because they used to Jesus, they used to make me do all the black church Christmas plays and Easter plays and everything else. But it's actually always been easy. Opening up my mouth and figuring out it's always been easy. What's the easy? Yep. Another part that's always been easy for me actually has been coaching. It's been easy. That's why I love sports so much. That's why I was always the captains on my teams. Always looked upon the leader. It's easy. But I need us to go back to the easy. I don't want us to move from that too, because I know some people like Bianca in here dropping it in here, Janita dropping it in here, Regina talking about it. They going through their easies right now. Like, yep, I'm here. Boom, this is what it is. Got it. Dot, 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 dot. But there's more people that's going to watch this either on replay or watching it right now that you're struggling with the fact that the thing that's easy is messing with your mind right now. Because you're getting ready to get to my point number 2, and I need to bring you back. I just want you to just make a list of what's easy. And here's the thing. Some of us might have multiple easies. Some of us might have multiple easies. Come on, administration. Multiple easies. And if you have multiple easies, that's okay that you have multiple easies. But I need us to stop thinking so deep and so difficult. I need us to stop looking for the deep and the difficult. Go to the easy. Yep, Taki, yes you do. You can talk, you like my mama, you can talk to anybody. And they be best friends by the time y'all done. What's your easy? Committed, connected, listening in. Come on. What's your easy? Because see, one of the things that I said in my last book is that normalized greatness creates undervalued experiences. Let me say that again. Normalized greatness creates undervalued experiences. Sometimes when you're too close to it, you don't have any value. You don't give any value to it. When you're too close to it, it's sometimes when you don't have no value for it. And you won't have any value for it because it just becomes ordinary and common to you. Come on, I see our brains going right now. Yep, I see our brains going. Yep, that y'all walking through. What's your easy? Now, as we start thinking through the easy, like Aaron, okay, you got me. All right, you got me, Aaron. Okay, we here. Yep, y'all brains are going. Yep, keep this list going. All this stuff that's easy. Now the next question that some of y'all are some people are still struggling with, Aaron, it might be easy, but you messing with me because I don't see the how. I don't see the how. What up, Natasha? I don't see the how. You don't see the how. But I want to tell you right now, you don't need to worry about the how right now. The how in the beginning isn't as important to actually what the easy is. And I know I just messed up all my process-oriented people, all my analytical folks, all my overthinkers. I just messed all y'all up because I told you can't worry about the how right now. Nope, don't worry about the how right now. Because see, you worrying about the how is what keeps you from operating in your easy. Let me say that again. You worrying about the how keeps you from operating in your easy. Because see, when things are easy, you're just supposed to be naturally going to do what you do. And see, many times because we're looking for the deep and the difficult, we fool around and put ourselves in positions where we working on stuff that's hard. Well, like what Taki just put in the chat, I'm trying to figure out how I can monetize it. And so what's monetizable? What are people going to pay me for? What are people going to get this done? How are people going to make this happen? Wait a minute, people. No. We don't need to worry about the how right now. You need to go get in motion. Because see, it's easy to develop mastery in a space in which it's easy. It's not an arduous process. It's not something that we're not looking forward to. Why? Because it's easy. And typically stuff that's easy usually is fun. And okay, I hear some of my creatives right now in my spirit. I hear some of my creatives in my spirit right now. Let me talk to you. Creatives, listen to me. Stop being bored with easy. Yep. Here's one thing I need y'all to understand. Success actually is easy. Once you figure out your purpose, your easy, the thing that makes you great, and you do that consistently, you just repeat it. Just repeat. Want to do it again? Repeat it. Do it again? Repeat it. But the reason why you're looking for the deep and the difficult is because you're frustrated because it's too easy. So you're actually putting the wrong how on your situation. Is you putting the wrong, how can I make this more difficult because it's too easy? I just want you to think through how ridiculous and crazy that sounds. This is too easy to be successful. I'm winning too much. Oh my goodness. Let me figure out a way to make it more difficult. Let me figure out a way to make this more deep. No. Point number two, the reason I want y'all to stay in the easy is because point number two is the how is not important at the beginning. Listen to me. The how is not important in the beginning. No, it's not. The how is not important. The how is not important from the beginning. Because if you sit back trying to figure out the how, you'll never get started in the easy. If you too busy focusing on how I'm gonna get everything done, you will miss the easy. You will miss it. I promise you're gonna miss the easy. You're gonna miss the space. You're gonna miss the space in which actually everything that you need is gonna be in. Because you're gonna be like, man, this wasn't easy. Come on, analysis by paralysis. Yep. All my overthinkers. Y'all know all the terms. Y'all know all the terms. And that's why some people struggle. Let me say this to you again. That's why some people struggle with what now is a very sexy and common term that everybody dealing with. But I can promise you everybody not dealing with it. But everybody dealing with it, you let them talk about it, is imposter syndrome. Why are people dealing with imposter syndrome? Because they're not in the places that are easy. When you're in the place that's easy, you're not worried about being an imposter because you actually know that you're nice at what you do. All right, I'm sorry. Let me stop. All right. Put some fire and some ladders in the chat if I'm doing all right this morning. If I'm doing all right this morning. Yeah, I want to make sure that we understand we got to find the easy, people. As Staples used to have, the easy button. Yeah, we got to find the easy. Come on. Shakari, you know you funny. You know you funny for that. We got to find the easy, people. Yep, and when we find the easy, the first question you must ask yourself, what's actually easy? What's actually easy for me? And it's okay if you have a multiple list of things that are easy. And if you have multiple things on your list that are easy, that is amazing. Because then you ask the question, what easy do I need to do within this season? Talking you funny. So we got to find the easy. First thing is, we said this morning, make a list of what's easy for you. Comes natural. You don't have to think about it. You don't stress about it. You're at a level of subconscious competence where you're just doing your thing. You are just doing your thing, and it is what it is. It's what I do. I don't know it to be no other way. Yep, that's it. Where's your easy? Second thing is, I don't want you to worry about the how right now, because the how in the beginning is not important. I know. The how in the beginning is not important. You just need to get in motion or continue to identify your easy. Some of y'all in this season just need to continue to identify your easy. And just pay attention now how it shows up. When does it show up? Around what people does it show up? What environments does it show up? And when you begin to become aware of your easy, then you'll be able to things start happening. Which goes to my point number 3. Y'all know I'm not here long when I'm on location. Point number 3 is simply this. Yeah? Point number 3 is, it will become clear. Ooh. I know for my people that want to know that at step number 1, I know that messes with y'all. Y'all want to know what's the clarity is before you start. The clarity that you got before you start is that it's easy. The next clarity I'm getting ready to give you, that I gave you, is you don't worry about the how in the beginning. And the next thing that you do from there is just get moving, get in motion in your easy, and it's going to become clear. Yep, get in motion in your easy, and it's going to become clear. Let me say that again. Get in motion of your easy, and it's going to become clear. I tell this story, and some of y'all still don't believe it because y'all ain't went and watched that first video. First video I put on YouTube and on Instagram back in 2021 after talking to my homie Bianca, trying to find my voice. It was trash. Great, great content, but the video was trash. But guess what? Communication is my easy. Ideas and concepts is my easy. Breaking things down so people understand, that's my easy. But here's what I can tell you. That first video was trash. But guess what? I got in motion in my easy. And then guess what? Get over the hump showed up. Get over the hump showed up. Because I got in my easy. I wasn't trying to figure out how do I monetize? How do I get all this? Da da da. I ran into deeper than the brand later. They started teaching me that stuff. I ran into extreme execution later. They started teaching me all that stuff. But I got in my easy. And because I got in my easy, guess what happened? Wrote a best-selling book. Because I got in my easy, I got clients now that I'm coaching. Because I got in my easy, we got an event coming up in October. Get in your easy, people. You're easy. Talking you silly. Getting your easy. I'm gonna tell you one. I'm gonna tell you one about when I did not get into my easy, and it took me 20 plus years later to get into an easy space. And one of the reasons why we don't get into our easy, let me say this another reason. This is just sub point. Some of the reasons why we don't get into our easy is because the easy isn't as attractive as somebody else's easy. Let me say that again. One of the reasons why we don't get into our easy is because our easy doesn't look as attractive if somebody else is easy. Comparing. All right, let me break this down to you. I am a kid from Detroit. I am an athlete from Detroit. Being a kid from Detroit and an athlete from Detroit means in your DNA is competition. I hate to say it. We're probably overly competitive. Y'all pray for us. Anybody that grew up in Detroit after the riots of '67, something wrong with all of us. I'm just going to tell you that. We just got a lot of competitiveness and comparative and drive, and we really got an edge to us that sometimes we got to be better about. I'm going to be honest. I'm just going to put us out there. Now, went to college, got a chance to play college basketball, got a chance to play at a high level, got a chance to achieve some things, got a decent resume. Let me say that. Got a decent resume. But the goal for me always was to go play. Always was to go play overseas, be a professional. So overseas, if I had a chance at the NBA, cool, God bless. If not, but I'm going to play professional, then I'm going to go be an entrepreneur. But I want you to hear the language I'm using. It was to play professional. Now, one of the things that when I look back on it, because I had some other things that were going, I wasn't as healed, I wasn't as aware, and I was comparing my easy to somebody else's easy. I was also comparing my easy to somebody else's opinion. Jesus. I was comparing my easy to somebody else's easy, and I was comparing my easy to somebody else's opinion. All right? Let me tell you where I slipped up. One of the things that has always been easy for me is coaching and connecting with people. Always. That's why I love coaching kid basketball tournaments. That's why I love coaching in high school. That's why I love coaching, connecting, always. It's always take this crazy concept. What's the goal? Here's the concept. How do we break it down so we can go get it done? And one of the things I started learning through personalities and everything else, even in college, even in my teens, in my early 20s, how to be able to take my teammates, connect what we were trying to get done, and make it work. It was easy. Let me just be honest. It was easy for me. But let me tell you where I missed it. Because of somebody else's opinion of what they thought about my game, I then became overly focused on proving them wrong. And I missed my easy. Where did I miss my easy? I missed my easy in coaching in college basketball because I was offered a job and I couldn't take it. Because I felt like I was living up to their expectation of me as opposed to going into the space that God had already created for me. I don't want you to miss your easy, people, because you are comparing yourself to somebody else's easy or you're comparing yourself to somebody else's opinion. Though that person's opinion might have been trying to make me feel I could not perform on the court to be the front face, What I understand now is that I've always been good at being able to coach the people who actually go forward and make it happen. And I could have easily, and I'm not saying there's no woulda, coulda, shoulda. I could have easily been a top college basketball coach right now. Now, also, I could be divorced. I could have some other issues. But I'm saying I missed my easy because I was too worried about playing on the court as opposed to being in my easy, which allowed for me to still be connected with the game. So then 20 years later, what do I do now? I'm coaching entrepreneurs, influencers, professionals on how to connect the dots so they can move forward. It's always been my easy. Don't miss your easy, people, because you're comparing your easy to somebody else's and somebody else's opinion. But I'm just going to say God is faithful. God is gracious because he is restoring what the cankerworm and the locust decided they wanted to eat up. He is fulfilling the promise that all things work together for the good of them who love the Lord and are called according to his purpose. He's doing all of those things right now. And because he is who he is, please understand, because he is who he is, I'm not worried about me getting what I'm supposed to get. But I want you to understand that I missed my easy 20 years ago because I was concerned about it being compared to somebody else's and somebody else's opinion of me. People, don't miss your easy. We got to find our easy. If we're going to get into the plus sum, we got to find our easy. And we find our easy by first creating a list of things that are easy. Things that are easy for us. If you cook, you're an amazing baker, you can come up with stuff. It's easy. Now, I'm not telling you to go have a restaurant right now. I'm not telling you to go do a pop-up, but put it on the list. If it's easy, people. Get a list of things that are easy. Number 2, do not be worried about how it's going to happen for you right now. Don't be worried about that. And the last thing, get in motion so it can become clear. Nikki says this all the time. She says, version 1.0 is always trash. And let me say that to my perfectionists and my overthinkers. Version 1 is always trash. Always trash. But it gets you in motion so then it can become clear as you move into mastery. Because when you're in your easy, and yep, Natasha, when you surrender to the easy, mastery happens, feels like almost overnight. Getting your easy, people. Yep, I got some songs I first recorded. I think they sound like trash. But as you grow, as you get better, as you develop, just because you get better doesn't mean that it wasn't just easy. Listen, people, we got to get to the easy. Listen, if this has been helpful, put some fire and some ladders in the chat as I need to go ahead, land this plane and go and get us up out of here. Yeah, put some fire and some ladders in the chat. A couple of things I want to talk about. Last thing, how do we take where we are to the next level? If we're going to find our easy, yeah. Shakara, you know you funny for that. If we're going to find our easy, all I want you to do is make a list, and it's either going to be confirming or it's going to be convicting. It's okay. Because either one of them, it's encouraging to make the change. Either stay on the path you're on or to make the change you need to. So make a list. If you do not have a list, put it in your phone, write it down on a piece of paper, put it in your journal. I don't know what's happening. But here's what I want you to do is make a list of everything that's easy. Make a list. Make a list of everything that's easy. After you make a list of everything that's easy, the next question I want you to ask yourself is, how often do I do these easy things in my life? We're not worried about the deep. We're not worried about the difficult. We're going to find the easy. And when we spend time in the easy, that's when we're going to get ourselves into the moment of being in the plus sum. And when we end up in the plus sum, we're going to get in there, in the place that's been prepared for us, in the presence of our enemies, the land that's being tilled and being kept, like the Canaanites were doing for the Israelites. But we got to go into the easy, because maybe your easy is what Jeremiah had. It wasn't sexy, and it wasn't something that was always embraced, but it was his purpose. It was his easy. It was his effectiveness. It was his life. That's what I want us to be. I want us to get ourselves into the easy. Don't be worried about if your easy look like somebody else's. Don't be worried about If they gonna do this and you, nope, don't be worried about that. Don't worry about how it's gonna happen. Make a list of your easy, and just ask the question: when does this show up? And when you can make a different, and when you can say, "I'm showing up in my easy every day," it's confirmation. Keep going. If you're not showing up in your easy every day, then just find a way to start adding a couple of those to your day or to your week, so you can live in the easy, because it feels so good being in the easy. Bianca said it earlier. I'm in the easy, and I'm so grateful. No matter where I am in the world, I can turn this thing on and be in my easy. Not because I'm that smart, it's just because this is my easy. This is what I was created to do. God gave me something with my voice. I know he didn't get with everybody. Just get into the easy, people. We gonna get into the easy, all right? Listen, if we commit to getting to the easy, put your favorite emoji in the chat for me. I just want to see. We get ready to get into the easy. Because getting in the easy puts us in the plus sum. And if we gonna get ourselves into the plus sum, we know what happens next. When we in the plus sum. Now we can go and get in there. The table that's prepared for us in the presence of our enemies. Transformation. Miracles happen. Let's get into the easy, people. All right. So before I get out of here, I just want to know, do the people that's online right now, do you know that tickets went on sale Monday? Do we know that tickets went on sale Monday? The good tickets for what? VROS, the gathering of the heroes, the victors, and the guardians went on sale on Monday. Yep, Monday, May the 13th, tickets went on sale. Early bird pricing tickets, and trust me, they're not going to be early bird for long. If you want to save some money, you better get at it now. But October the 4th and the 5th, hosting my first event called VROS, where the theme is, your dreams were meant to live. So we are going to encourage, with the speakers that will come through, with the workshops that are going to happen, for people to live and leave a dream. So October the 4th and the 5th, I'm expecting the victors, the heroes, the guardians to show up, as it's going to be one part party, one part conference, one part book release. We're going to have an amazing time. We're curating an amazing experience. And we got some folks, just so you know, there's only going to be 25 VIP spots that's available. And we down to 22 right now. Down to 22 already. So, listen, if you want to come through and want to be part of that VIP experience, I'm going to tell you, don't drag your feet. Prioritize it, prioritize investment, and let's go get in there. Let's get in the room. Let's make it happen. October the 4th and the 5th. I am super, super, super excited about this. October the 4th and the 5th, Brandywine, Maryland, which is in the D.C. area. We are going to be there for an amazing time. Yep, you better talk about it, Isaiah. VROS is where we rise. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right. Second thing, newsletter. Newsletter, people. We are looking to grow this thing to 300 by the end of the month. We're at like 190 right now, so we can go make this happen. We just got a little work to do. We can make this happen, but I need your help to make it happen. So if you are not subscribed to the newsletter, the VROS newsletter that drops every Monday at 8 a.m. Eastern, if you are not subscribed, click the link in the bio. Go ahead and get started. If you are subscribed, then I need your help to get me at least 1 or 2 new people to join us in this journey of being able to get life-changing information, 2 to 4 minute read every Monday at 8 a.m. Eastern in their email box so they can go back and review. All right. Last but not least, June the 20th, we're doing 7 p.m. Eastern online, what we call the golden hour. And we're going to talk about self-image. Self-image from the angle of what we talk about in this community, to put ourselves in a position where we can think through what's keeping us from the plus sum, what's keeping us from getting in there, what's keeping us from our easy. Is we're going to think through self-image through a different lens. 7 p.m. Eastern. That link is in the bio as well. Click the link in the bio and go ahead and reserve your spot. Don't cost you nothing but an email address. Reserve your spot, and I will see you. We will be there for 1 hour together in which we have a different experience where we talk amongst each other and develop this idea and what transforms and needs to change in us right there on the spot. So that's just the 3 things I want to leave you all with, people. Listen, VROS, the gathering of the heroes, the victors, and the guardians, October the 4th and the 5th in Brandywine, Maryland, D.C. area. What I want you to do, if you want to be a part of this event, just click the link in the bio. You got general admission and VIP. I can tell you, even if you can only do general admission, I promise the transformation that will happen by being in the room, being connected with the community, and being with the speakers that I have coming. I talked to one of them the other day. I just told that person, I said, please keep some of them bullets for October. They said, I'm going to have more of them. I'm going to have new ones come October. So just understand, people are excited about showing up and serving you all because they understand that you all are the heroes that will live and leave a dream beyond the grave. So let's go, people. That's the link is in the bio. We got the newsletter. If you are not part of the newsletter, people, I need your help. One, first, boom, you subscribe. Then two, if you are subscribing and it's bringing you value, please go ahead and send that to 1 or 2 people, have them subscribe so we can get this thing to 300 by the end of the month. And last, but definitely not least, the golden hour, June the 20th, June the 20th, Thursday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Let's make it happen. Listen, I love y'all. We're going to get to the easy. We got to get to the easy. We got to get to the easy. We got to get to the easy. And our ability to get to the easy is our ability to first understand what's easy for us. Second, don't worry about how we monetize or make anything happen with it now. We just got to get in motion, because the third thing is it's going to become clear. It will become clear when we surrender to the easy. We don't worry about how everything is going to work itself out, because we get in motion, so then it can become clear. And when we do that, and we don't allow for our easy to be compared to somebody else's, or for it to be affected by somebody else's opinion, you'll watch your life move in purpose. You'll watch your life be in a space it was always meant to be in. And you'll watch yourself get into the plus sum, where transformation, miracles, and purpose lives. Listen, I absolutely love y'all. Do me a favor. Extend yourself some grace as we go on this next level of this journey. Extend yourself some grace, and remember this. Just because you started out on this journey to get better, it doesn't mean that you weren't already good. So until Wednesday at 7 a.m. Eastern, I'll see you then.